These girls are picking with Lisa.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami, Season 7, Episode 11. And the name of the episode is called Unfollow and Unfriend. I apologize that the review is late. I had no idea that Real Housewives of Miami was coming on Wednesday and Thursday. So that's the reason why I'm late. And it just ended up throwing me off. And so that's why the review is late. But since we late, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? I really, honestly and truthfully, with the episode, I saw the episode when y'all told me about it. So I think I saw it maybe Friday or Saturday morning. Whenever y'all told me about it, I saw it not that night, but the next night. And I just was uninterested in talking about it because I can't believe that these are grown women worried about who is following who on Instagram. To me, that is crazy. So the episode started off, it was the morning after Alexia ate Stephanie up. The women are all going to get a flamingo dress. They're all going to flamingo dress fitting for an event that they got planned later on in the trip. Now they're going to be going in separate groups. So the groups are supposed to be Stephanie, Larsa, Adriana, and Marysol. And the other group is supposed to be Julia, Alexia, Kiki, Gertie, and Lisa. Now, Larsa doesn't want to be around Lisa. Now, I'm surprised by this because the last time we saw them, they ended up squashing their beef. Remember, they was over there having maybe lunch or dinner, and they was talking to each other. And remember, Lisa had went inside, and the man had told Lisa, "Look, girl, you in here talking too loud." Larsa had apologized. They hugged it out. They were supposed to be good. Okay? So I'm surprised that Larsa is saying that. The ladies meet downstairs in the lobby, and they're asking her why she was late. She said that she had some things going on with her divorce. And Larsa was like, girl, but you went to the same bars. And she was like, yeah, I went to the same bars, but I had some stuff going on with my divorce too. But she's basically, the reason why she was late, she said that she went to the same bars with the people that was up with the lawyers that was doing her divorce. I don't know. She was late. I really don't get it. To me personally, I would never wait on Lisa, right? But she missed the plane. She had to travel all around the world to make the trip, right? That was punishment enough. But it didn't stop y'all from doing what y'all was doing, right? That is Lisa risking her check by not being there to film, probably missing, because I believe they get paid by the episodes that they're in. So that's her missing her money or risking her check by not being there on time, and her risking her employment. Because they even showed a clip of Lisa being late to the reunion, and Andy was like, girl, this is not a moment, sit down. We've been waiting for 2 hours. Girl, who waiting for 2 hours? Who waiting for 2 hours because of Lisa? Now, I will say this, though. When Lisa do be showing up, though, she do be showing up. But I get it. She was late. Let's move on. We ain't got to talk about this all the time. She was late. Let's move on. So the ladies ended up splitting up. Now, when Julia split the groups up, we remember her and Marysol are the one planning the trips. She ended up putting Lisa in the group with Larsa. And I'm here for it.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm here for it. Larsa don't get no special treatment. If Julia and Gertie can be in the same group after she assaulted Gertie, I'm never getting up off of that. I'm never getting up off of that. If she could be in the same group with Gertie, or if Gertie can be in the same group with her, because Julia was the one acting like a rock wilder.
Miss Pages, you need to come up in here and get this rock wilder.
So if Gertie can be in the same group with Julia, then Larsa will be okay over here in the group with Lisa. She'll be okay. And I also want to break that shit up with Larsa and Stephanie. Split it up. I don't want to see it. They don't need to always be in the same group with each other. If Marysol and Alexia can split up, then they can too. Now, Larsa didn't want Lisa in the group, so she started picking with her. They walked by a watch shop. She started taking shots and digs. She told Lisa that she needed a watch. Lisa turned around and pointed at her watch and said, I got a watch. Then they walked by a store, and then Stephanie told her that she needs to get an agenda. To me, they tag teaming her.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
It could be innocent, but you got to watch that Stephanie. You gotta watch that bitch, because those was the same type of digs that she was taking toward Alexia. And they already had a blow up before the Greek goddess event about her being late. So to me, anytime you say any type of digs to me about a clock, about a watch, about an agenda, about me being late, about anything, you're not joking to me. I'm sensitive. You can't be taking no shots and no digs at me. Anytime you say something to me according to that got anything to do with time, I'm offended. I got my good eye on Stephanie. Because she liked to throw digs and make it seem like she joking. I got my good eye on her. I got my eye on Stephanie. But then they get to the dress shop. Now Stephanie is mad. So after the fight the night before, Marysol basically said that Alexia ate Stephanie up.
The weight of the 8 citations.
She did. I told y'all. I know that y'all don't like Alexia. I get it. But because y'all don't like Alexia, anytime she gets into it with anybody, y'all are always going to bring something different. I don't do that. Right? I don't like Monique. So whoever, that's like one of the only housewives I don't like Monique. I used to like Monique Samuels, but now I don't like her. Can't stand her. Don't want her on the show. Don't want to see her again.
Get that bitch out of here.
But if she got into a verbal spat with anybody, I'm going to judge that verbal spite fairly. I'm not going to bring anything else from before into the spat. Or I'm not going to bring up what this person got money, or this person is younger, or this person is this, or this person is that. Alexia ate Stephanie up, and y'all know it. And Stephanie can be younger than Alexia. She could be pretty, and she got money. Yes, she does. She got all of that. But that does not make her right, and she can be wrong. And she was wrong, and she got ate up. Marysol, basically, the words that she used was buried. Marysol said that Alexia buried Stephanie.
100% correct.
And Stephanie is saying, well, she didn't bury me and I didn't bury her.
Girl, stop.
Girl, but by that logic, Alexia wasn't barking. See, I told y'all about Stephanie. She liked to do shit to you. What Megan Thee Stallion say? You do the shit that you put on the next bitch. So you want to say, oh, she didn't bury me. We got to be very literal when it comes to you. But you could say Alexia is barking and everything is supposed to be okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Then Stephanie says that she's happy to get Marysol alone. She said this to Marysol face. I'm happy to get you alone because when Alexia around, we get a dip in Marysol.
I will not. Will you get out? You want somebody?
But girl, how many times have you been around Marysol outside of Alexia? See, it's giving fan of the show. It's giving fan of the show. Every time you've been around Marysol, Alexia has been there. Now, y'all let me know. Maybe I forgot, or if it probably was one time. Now, I know that she was around Alexia and Marysol wasn't there. That was at the baby shower. Oh, no, she was around her one time when they first met. They was at the bar when they got the cockies. That was the only time. So you only been around her one time without Alexia. So how could you be the judge? Fan.
Yeah, you a fan. Really? That's what you are.
It's giving fan for you to say that. Now, I would respect that from Adriana because she's been in the group a while, and Stephanie, and Lisa, because they were trying to like, yeah, you protect us. So I'm not riding with that coming from Stephanie. If y'all would have said it, I would agree to it, but I'm not gonna let Larsa or y'all put nothing in her back for her to go and run, and you gotta be there to experience it.
You weren't there, so you don't know what happened. I was there. I'm sitting. So you don't know
because you was not there. You haven't been here to say that. You ain't been here long enough to say that. And what I love that Marysol did, she take the bitch dust, girl, dust.
I'm gonna pay you dust.
Dust. Now we at the other group. We got Julia, Alexia, Kiki, and Gertie. I must say, that is a badass jacket that Kiki got on. I think it's Louis Vuitton. I've seen the jacket somewhere else, but I forget. I think it's Louis Vuitton, but she's wearing that jacket. I must say, Kiki on this whole trip, Kiki been dressing. She been looking good on this whole trip. And you know I'm not really here for Kiki, but I'm not going to never take nothing away from nobody. Kiki looked fab on this trip. They went to go eat at, it looked like a farmer's market, and they tried some oysters. I have never, in my 37 years, tried some oysters in my life. Never, not one time. My cousin boyfriend, he had went to go pick up some food one time, and he had got some oysters, and he was trying to get me to try one. I just can't get it by the way they look at it. It's so funny because one of my faves housewives, Giselle, she ordered them all the time. Every time we see them eat down somewhere, she always ordered oysters. I'm like, girl, what is it? What is she ordering these oysters for all the time? But Alexia says that she notices that Kiki hasn't been herself. So Kiki said that she's just waiting on the storm to pass. She said that she started bringing some of her family members in from Haiti. I think she said it was 5 of them. 5 of them. And then more wanted to come over. And she said it became too much because when you bring these people over, they're dependent on you for everything. And so some of her family members got upset because they wanted to come, and then they started sending her death threats. Now I feel like when we talk about death threats, y'all, I gotta say, I feel like that we don't water down what death threats mean. You can hear people online be like, "Oh my God, they sent me death threats," right? Somebody's just saying something over the internet. To me, I think that's crazy talk. But I am worried about if somebody's saying something to me, if I know them, if they in my city or my state, or if they my family members. I'm worried. But on the other hand, shit. Now that I think about it, if they can come over here to unalive Kiki, then they don't really need her help to getting over here.
Like what?
But that's the reason why.
Problem solved. Why would you, if you could come over here to unalive me, then what you need my help with getting over here for? Because I'm not gonna help you come over here and unalive me. She probably be putting on, she be putting on. Anyway, so their group ended up going to the dress fitting, and Julia ended up asking Alexia about Todd. Now remember, the purpose of the trip was to get Alexia out of Miami and get her away from Todd. Do Alexia know that that's the reason why they came on this trip? I know that they want to take her there, but they say that we want to get you away from Todd because that makes her look like a weak bitch. They make you look like a weak bitch. I don't remember if they said that. If I found out that they was my friends taking me out of town because they said I was weak behind a nigga, I would be offended. Okay? I would be offended. Alexia shares that she's still in contact with Todd. She said that she's feeling him even more now and that she's even wearing her wedding ring. Even after what you claim he did to Frankie? Even after what you claim he did to Frankie? It's giving Kimmy. It's giving Kimmy Scott. But the thing is, I do believe that Maurice was over there treating Jalen bad. I don't believe that he did nothing to Frankie. I believe that you was trying to fight with your baby. I believe that you was over there trying to fight with your baby. You and Todd got to fighting and you picked up your baby and had your baby in your arms and started swinging. That's what I believe. You tried to throw your baby in the middle of the fight. And Frankie a grown man.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
Then we got Larsa. See, you got to watch Larsa. Larsa ended up asking Lisa, did she unfollow Marcus? And Lisa said, no. I mean, you haven't been so great to me. Now, I will say this, I do feel like she's trying to get under Larsa's skin with this. It's like a power struggle, but it's a power struggle both ways because Larsa thinks just because she tell you to do something that you're going to do it.
And bitch, who? Who?
Right? But once she said, well, you haven't been so great to me, I would have let it go. But Larsa tells her, well, I don't want to be friends if you don't. It sends a message that you don't care for me. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't even necessarily mean that she's not supporting you. But my thing is, why is Larsa paying attention to who Lisa is following? I can see if Marcus was posting pictures with other bitches and Lisa was liking the pictures, or if he was trashing Larsa on his page and Lisa was liking the post. But she's not doing any of that. And I think that it actually could be a benefit to Larsa, especially if she blocked by Marcus, because if that's really your friend, like you say you is, you can get Lisa to screenshot you every time a nigga make a post, every time the nigga put something on his story. That's what I mean. Right? That's how you do some investigation work with your friends or whatever. You tell your friend, I don't want this nigga to see me on the story. Look, go to this page real quick. Matter of fact, give me your login so I can go see everything I need to see, and I'm going to call you every day until I'm over the nigga. That's how it be. Don't judge me. I'm not saying I do that. Wink, wink. I'm just saying I just know how it go until you get over. Until that time passes. Don't call me in the comments or whatever, but that's just how me and my friends roll. That's how we roll. Larsa then gets upset, and then Larsa gets to talking shit as they walking back to the hotel. She tells her that she wasn't missed the day before. She was missed, girl. Y'all literally had a whole conversation about her at dinner. Then Larsa started calling her a groupie.
The nerve of this bitch.
Larsa, really? Larsa is really feeling herself over here, okay? Larsa of all people is calling people a groupie, girl. Then I feel like the group is kind of ganging up on Lisa and telling her that she should unfollow Marcus. And it's clear to me that the group don't like Lisa. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all not about to bully me or browbeat me into unfollowing somebody that I don't feel like unfollowing. I don't think that don't mean that she's a girl's girl. I just feel like that the girls in the group like Larsa more, so they gonna do whatever Larsa say do. That's how I feel. They gonna try to make Lisa bow down. If I'm Lisa, I'm not bowing down. So they get back to the hotel. Lisa is on the phone with Jody complaining about Larsa. For some reason, it's something about Jody I just don't like. And I don't like him for Lisa. But if he got money, Lisa, they say he got money. If he's over there paying the rent and that skyrise that y'all living in or whatever, then stay with him. So they're getting ready to go to a spiritual flamingo. It's a whole bunch of flamingo going on. My God. Okay. So the ladies ended up meeting downstairs and Larsa ended up sharing now with the whole group that Lisa didn't unfollow her ex. And all of the women are upset. Now, granted, I'm not a woman and I just think that it's immature. I guess I just don't see social media like that to care who follows who. I just think that that would be a benefit for your friend to still follow the person because you can see what's going on, especially if you block. Did I already say that? That's just how I feel. I think that it could be a benefit. Adriana said that, you know, well, she did say that she will unfollow him eventually, but she just doesn't want to be told what to do. And so Julia says, well, sometimes people should be told what to do. Girl, pipe down.
Shut your mouth. I've had enough of you, you beast.
She's doing too much to try to be part of Alexia and Marysol crew. Julia is really, she is doing a lot. So then when they get on their way to the spiritual flamingo, Julia started with Lisa. She tells Lisa, how come she didn't follow Marcus? Girl, how come you didn't tell your daughters that you was adopting 2 black boys?
Yes.
No shade, no shade.
I feel like that Julia got way bigger fish to fry to be worried about who following who. Right? Julia says she asked you to unfollow him. And girl, she didn't ask. And just because she asked doesn't mean that she should do it if she don't want to.
You don't run me, bitch. You don't.
Just because Larsa asked, Larsa could have asked as politely as possible. Can you please unfollow Marcus? If Lisa didn't want to unfollow him, she don't got to. So then Julia started talking about how Marcus said that they weren't good enough to wash dishes in his house. And Lisa kept trying to explain stuff and Julia kept cutting her off. And then Lisa says, hey girl, why are you so up Larsa's ass? And then Julia started yelling, talking about she planned the trip. And Lisa was like, girl, you interrogate me. And she was like, I wasn't interrogating you. I was asking you, girl, if you asked me something one time and I gave you an answer, and every time I say something and you got to follow up to every answer that I give you, then you were interrogating me. You were interrogating me. Julia started going off, she started going off, I went to school with her. She started trying to speak in Russian and started saying stuff, making it seem like she just mad. And Lisa said, Julia got out the car and Lisa said, she started it and now she fucking wants to stop. Are you kidding me? Right, girl, bitch, let's fight.
Bring it, bitch.
Girl, how you gonna start it and then stop it? So Julia leaves and she gonna talk to Kiki talking about that Lisa is selfish. Everything is always about what she is going through. Girl, you getting this shit from Larsa. You getting this shit from Larsa. This is giving me that when y'all was on y'all way on that private jet that she got, that Stephanie got, that y'all was talking shit about who y'all was gonna go at on this trip. That's what it's giving me. Cause you saying the same stuff that Larsa is saying. And so she was like, and Kiki, you're going through a lot. And Kiki was like, well, girl, everybody handle things different. She was like, of course they do. Then if everybody handle things different, girl, what are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? You just trying to get the group to gang up on Lisa. Julia, girl, you this is a horrible season for you. So then they get to the spiritual flamingo. The woman put a flower in all of their hair. Then she ended up wrapping them in a scarf. And what do you know? Kiki ended up topless, child.
Of course.
So then they started dancing like the flamingo way. And then she had them start singing, saying the word I. She wanted them to say the word I. And she wanted them to tell a painful story when they say it, just saying the word I. And they have to sing. And the women sounded horrible. All but Lisa. Lisa sounded good. And to me, that meant, or that signaled to me that she is really going through something. I do believe that Lisa is really going through stuff. I do. I mean, she's going through a divorce. So then they get ready for dinner. It's supposed to be an all red night because most of the women carry red in their luggage. But I think Larsa is the only one who didn't have on red. And I think, did Kiki have on red? I can't really tell. I don't remember. I believe that she either had on red or pussy pink. But she had on I believe she had on pussy pink. Or it probably was a gradient color, meaning that it started off pink at the top and ended up coming into red at the bottom. I don't know what it was. I just know she looks fly. But out of all the women that had on red, Lisa looked good. Lisa looked good. I love Marysol. Well, I like Lisa hair too. Lisa looked good. Lisa is the girl in the group that when she show up, she really do show up. So I think that her what is it called when you introduce yourself? I'm the word on the street. I can't think of what it's called right now. What is it called? Her tagline. Her tagline does live up to her name. When she's late, she's always worth the wait. Well, I ain't waiting for you, but you do show up. You do when you show up, you do show up. On the way to dinner, Stephanie said that she was rocking a mustache until she was 16 years old.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I believe it. I believe it. You know how y'all don't talk about people, mama? When I was in middle school and high school, and some of my friends, when we used to get in trouble for shooting dice and stuff, they mamas and stuff used to come up to the school with full beards.
That's wrong.
I used to be like, wow, this your mama? With a full beard? She can't shave that shit? But it's so funny because even with the women having beards back in the days when I was growing up, you still never questioned whether it was a real woman or a TS. Or a trans woman. I don't mean to be offensive, but you still knew that this was a woman. You still knew that this was a woman, even though she had a beard. She ended up saying that after her parents didn't let her shave until she was 16, and after she shaved, her mama told her that she needed a nose job.
In some ways.
She said that she was an ugly duckling until she got a couple of surgeries and turned into a swan.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Now see, if you let a person talk, they'll get to telling their story. That's why that bitch don't want to have no kids. Because she knew what she looked like when she was growing up. And girl, I'm dying to see them sisters, girl. I gotta see them sisters so I can see what's really going on. Kiki said that she never had hair on her legs and stuff like that. I have hair, but I don't have a lot of hair. I've never had a lot of hair, and I'm so grateful because I can't stand hair. I can't stand hair. A deal breaker for me is a man with hair on his chest. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't know. I feel like a whole bunch of hair brings a lot of funk. I do. I've been watching Love Island, and it was a dude that came in. It was a bombshell that came into the house. I believe they called the Casa Boys. It was a dude that was in there. He came in there with a whole bunch of hair. They just turned up, baby, send the nigga home. Get the nigga up out of here. I don't know. To me, I just think that's a turn off. Apparently, after the spiritual flamingo, Larsa and Lisa got into it on the elevator about Jody, about something that happened in Milan. Now, they never said what the argument was about, but they showed a clip of Larsa saying that Jody told her that she was the one that had paparazzi taking shots of Marcus in Paris. Remember, Marcus was in Paris. It was during the Olympics. Marcus was in Paris. Some of the rich kids going to follow the Olympics. I would love to do some shit like that, but Marcus was in Paris on top of a rooftop getting his nose dirty.
Are you okay? Mm-hmm.
Doing a little cocaine. Now, Lisa must have went and told Jody that she got into it with Larsa, which is not, I mean, we seen her on the phone the first time when they asked about her unfollowing Marcus. She was talking to Jody, so she must have told him again, and now Jody is texting Larsa. And Larsa said, you know, he's texting me, but he's not calling me a bitch or threatening me, but he's just sending me these long messages. He should be talking about, or he should be talking to my boyfriend, my daddy, or my brother. But I don't get why Larsa thinks that she can say what she wants to about Jody and he not say anything back to you. Is he check? Like, what does he do? Why can you say stuff about him and he can't say stuff about you? I don't get it. Because y'all obviously are friends. That's why he got your number. So I don't get why you can say stuff about him and he can't say something to you. But he's not threatening you. He's not calling you a bitch. He's not doing it. He's just writing these long text messages. But I want to know, when we talk about text messages, I want to see what the text messages say. So then we at dinner now. Lisa received the text at dinner that said that she needed to sign an affidavit within an hour that has to do with her marriage and the custody agreement for her kids. Now, it's nighttime in Sevilla, but it's 2 p.m. in Miami. Now, Lisa is going through a divorce, so we can understand this, right? I just feel like that's understandable. Larsa is giving her the eye and saying that Lisa is having another meltdown. The woman is not having a meltdown. She literally was not having a meltdown at that point. And so Larsa is saying, can we have an event that's not about Lisa? Girl, Lisa wasn't even here and y'all had dinner, and the whole topic of the dinner, or at least a portion of the dinner, was about Lisa. Y'all the one that keep on bringing Lisa up. Y'all the one that keep on bringing the girl up. So Lisa gets up to make a call, and Larsa was like, well, I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
Go. I prefer that.
So Larsa is really Larsa is upset with Lisa, but Larsa is just really upset that she's following Marcus still. She's trying to make it about other stuff, but she's just really upset that she is following Marcus. But I feel like that Lisa is going through a divorce and she received an affidavit that is not unreasonable because it is 2 p.m. in Miami. And there is probably a certain time frame that she has to sign it by. So I don't understand. And I think that the women at the table is looking at Larsa like, girl, what's going on? Right? So Lisa left, came back, and Larsa is literally trying to kick this girl while she's down. She was at the table and she was explaining to Alexia why she wanted to leave. And then Larsa tells Lisa, girl, you came in late. And then she did that shit that I don't like. Everybody at the table, bitch, talk about you. When I say something to somebody, I don't give a damn who else agree. You know, I stand on my own. What did Selena say? I love how Selena told Chris when they was getting ready, when they got married, and she said, the whole Corpus Christi could be standing down on my daddy and he won't budge. And that's me. I'm gonna say how I feel about it. I don't like everybody at the group because now you're getting everybody else in the mix. And because if I'm Lisa, I'm starting to line you hoes up. Bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? She said what? Everybody at the group said what? But I just feel like I don't need if you got something to say, Larsa, you shouldn't need an army. And so then Larsa started bringing up the red flags and the question that was asked. And Gertie was the only one, because everybody was looking confused, like, girl, what you talking about? Like, we ain't got no problem with Lisa. And so Gertie was like, girl, just speak from your heart. Don't bring other people in. That's bullshit. That's whole shit. That's punk shit. Just speak from your heart. So then she brings up Lisa unfollowing Marcus again. And so she tells her, girl, I will remove myself from your life. And all of the women are like, girl, what? Girl, Larsa want attention. So she gets up and leave. And I wish that when we watch these shows, if a person get up and leave, if they get up and leave, just let them go. Just let them go, because I can guarantee you, if you let them go, she would have came back in. If nobody would have walked outside and helped Larsa, or been like, oh, Larsa, don't go, Larsa, she would have came back in. I know, I mean, she probably would have came back in. Me personally, if I would have came back in, I would have came back in talking shit. It'd be like, and another thing. But Larsa would have came back in and just been sitting there pouting. Then Larsa shares with the girls that follow her outside that Jody is texting her. But you never said that in an argument with Lisa. All you talking about is her following Marcus. And how is Lisa supposed to know that Jody is texting her, that Jody is texting you, if you didn't tell Lisa? So they go run back and tell Lisa, and Lisa says she didn't know. The fact that Jody has Larsa's number means that they were friends and they had contact with each other. But now she's just trying to weaponize it. And it's sick. You just looking for an issue to be mad at Lisa. And the girl is going through a divorce. I think that Larsa really don't got no storyline, because I really, for the life of me, can't understand why we're talking about somebody following somebody on Instagram.
Are we grown-ass women talking like this?
And Lisa is crying, and Lisa was like, girl, I wasn't doing nothing but minding my business. And that's the truth. She's minding her business. Even if she is late, I'm minding my business. I didn't stop y'all from doing nothing. It wasn't like it was my trip and y'all got here and I was late. I got here when I got here, and I'm here. But y'all, that was the episode. In my opinion, I feel like the girls are fucking with Lisa, especially Larsa and Julia. I believe that they messing with her.
I got y'all.
And it needs to stop. I mean, like, it's just becoming too much, because I don't really see a reason why y'all fucking with the girl. She was late. Okay.
Move on.
It didn't stop nothing that was going on. She followed Marcus. Who cares? Use it to your benefit. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy.